The housing market may crash in 2024 and that's why. According to Rightmove, a record number of sellers put their properties up for sale this Boxing Day. Britain's largest online real estate portal has reported that the number of listings for new apartments has increased by 26% compared to the previous record last year. The number of buyers contacting real estate agents about houses for sale on Boxing Day was also 17% higher than on the same day in 2022. Meanwhile, there were 8% more visits to Rightmove's website than last year. Boxing Day traditionally signals the beginning of an increase in the activity of those moving after the usual Christmas lull. But Tim Bannister, a real estate expert at Rightmove, believes that the recent surge in activity may be a sign of things to come and that moving activity will begin to increase early this year. He says, "The massive jump in Boxing Day sales this year is an early positive sign at the beginning of the year that buyers and sellers are on site and taking action, probably including some carriers that postponed their plans last year. While it's just the beginning, it will be important to track activity as it grows in late winter and spring, especially to track whether sellers' prices are attractive enough to quickly negotiate a deal with the buyer, given that buyers now have more choice than last year and they are still very price sensitive." Will there be a recovery in activity in 2024? The number of homes sold nationwide dropped significantly last year as higher mortgage rates and concerns about falling home prices caused some home buyers, carriers and real estate investors to pause. According to the latest HMRC data, the number of real estate transactions fell by 22% year-on-year. As 2024 approaches, there is reason to believe that there may be a surge in activity in the market as buyers and carriers who postponed last year decide to continue implementing their plans. Financial markets are now expecting the Bank of England to start lowering the base rate, and mortgage lenders are lowering rates in anticipation of this. Catherine Merritt, sales manager at Richmond Anthony Roberts Real Estate Agency, says, "There is much more optimism in the air about 2024 and the chances that this year will be the best for the market, given that mortgage rates have started to decline. Many sellers have delayed buying, waiting until prices change in the right direction before they enter the market, and now that this is happening, we are optimistic about the coming year." Anthony Coteling, head of European Housing and Building Materials at RBC Investment Bank, says, "The housing market is still challenging, but with falling inflation, the prospect of a bank rate hike and, consequently, further cuts in mortgage rates is getting closer." During 2023, the temperature in the UK housing market was low, but the first signs indicate that in 2024, the housing market may begin to warm up. However, some representatives of the real estate industry are less optimistic about 2024 and believe that we will see a continuation of 2023. Ian McKenzie, executive director of the Guild of Real Estate Professionals, says, "As we enter the new year, we expect about the same, at least in the first half of the year. If inflation continues to decline in 2024, interest rates will eventually decrease as well, and more people will be able to climb the career ladder in real estate. It's too early to say whether this will be enough to boost house price growth next year, but a market recovery is certainly on the horizon."